Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into a book that's got everyone talking. It's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. This book flips self-help on its head. Now, imagine this: what if the key to a happier life isn't about doing more? What if it's about caring less? Sounds strange? Well, stay with me because what you'll hear might just change the way you look at happiness. For the next few minutes, I'm going to share insights from this book. And if you stay till the end, there's a powerful lesson waiting for you. Something I promise will make you rethink what it means to live a meaningful life. Alright, let's get into it. Mark Manson wrote this book to show us a new way to live. A way where we don't waste our energy on things that don't matter. Instead, he teaches us the art of choosing what really matters. Or, as he says, the art of not giving a fuck. But what does that mean? It doesn't mean you stop caring about everything. It means you choose carefully where to put your focus. Manson believes our lives are like buckets of energy. Think of it like this. Every time you worry, every time you stress, it's like pouring a little of that energy out. And once the bucket's empty, it's empty. So, the question is, what will you spend your limited energy on? What's truly worth caring about? To Manson, life is about making choices. He says that if we try to care about everything, we'll end up with nothing. But if we choose wisely, our lives get simpler and better. Here's the first big idea he tackles. Happiness is a problem. Strange, right? He argues that our obsession with happiness is what's making us unhappy. Think about it. Every day, we're bombarded with images of a perfect life. Social media shows us people with dream jobs, beautiful vacations, endless smiles. And what does that do to us? It makes us feel that we're missing out. That somehow our lives aren't enough. But here's the truth. Constantly chasing happiness makes us miserable. The more we want to be happy, the more we feel we're falling short. Manson has a radical solution for this. He says, instead of focusing on feeling good, we should focus on embracing life's struggles. That's right, he's telling us to embrace our problems. He believes that true happiness comes not from avoiding pain, but from facing it. It's not about having a perfect life. It's about facing challenges that align with our values. Values are a big deal in this book. Manson explains that our values shape how we see the world. But here's the catch: not all values are good. He divides values into two types: good values and bad values. Good values come from within. They're based on reality. They make us grow. Bad values? They're often based on things outside of us. Like always needing to be right, or seeking approval from others. Manson's point here is powerful. He says, if you value wealth above everything else, you'll always feel poor. But if you value things like honesty or kindness, those will give you a deeper satisfaction. It's a big shift in thinking. It's not about having everything. It's about choosing the right things to care about. And it doesn't stop there. Another major lesson in the book is this: you are responsible for everything in your life. Now, let's pause here for a second. I know what you're thinking. What about things I can't control? Well, Manson isn't saying you're at fault for everything. But he does say you're responsible for your reaction. How you respond is your choice. Taking responsibility means taking control. It's a tough idea to swallow. But think about it. When you see yourself as responsible, you gain power over your life. No more excuses. No more blaming others. You're the one steering the ship. And that brings us to a big truth about failure. Manson believes that failure isn't something to avoid. In fact, failure is the path to growth. Think about every person you admire. They've all failed, many times. The difference is, they didn't let it stop them. Manson argues that if you're not failing, you're probably not growing. You're staying safe. You're staying comfortable, but stuck. And here's a surprising concept. Manson introduces what he calls the do something principle. It's simple, but it's powerful. Most of us wait to feel motivated before we start something. But Manson says, action creates motivation. Not the other way around. So, instead of waiting for that perfect moment, just start. Even a small step can create momentum. One action leads to another. This is how you break free from feeling stuck. It's not about waiting. It's about doing. By now, you might be wondering, what's the real takeaway here? What's the secret Manson wants us to see? Here it is. The path to a meaningful life isn't about doing more. It's about doing less of what doesn't matter. It's about letting go of the things that don't align with your values. Less worrying about what others think. Less time spent chasing endless goals. Imagine that freedom. When you stop caring about what doesn't matter, your life opens up. You have room for the things that really count. You have space for what truly makes you happy. And here's the part I promised. The big reveal: Manson's real message is that life isn't about finding happiness. It's about finding meaning. When we focus on meaning, happiness finds us on its own. That's the subtle art he's talking about. Choosing to care about things that bring meaning instead of short-lived joy. And that's it. This is what makes the subtle art of not giving a FCK so powerful. It's a message that's counterintuitive, but it makes sense. Life's not about giving a FCK about everything. It's about giving a FCK about the right things. If you found value in today's video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to living a life that's simpler, more meaningful, and truly ours.